Hello, everybody. It's Vonhelgen, and we're back for back later in the day for some Yu-Gi-Oh this time around because I decided that I really needed to get some of the other crews' dueling decks made. And we're gonna be playing around with a Blue Eyes deck that I made, probably tweaking it a little bit more. And if we can get the points needed for it, we can make a Cyber Dragon deck. And once the Cyber Dragon deck's done, we can actually start to work on one of our Boss and Cream's decks, since I've been kind of focusing on everyone else's, since he kind of gave me a really loose thing to work with in terms of what cards he wants. It's still just me. I don't know where the hell everyone else is. I'm in the proper party too, so we'll see if anyone else actually joins. Maybe it'll be probably like another hour or two until people decide to actually hop in here, and then we might switch to Monster Hunter later in the night once I feel like I am sufficiently elevated enough that I feel like I can manage to get my face stomped in by giant monsters. But until that point, we're actually going to go over one of the decks we'll be using, possibly messing around with it a little bit, and then we're also going to start off the night with a handful of ranked duels, and then we'll take a break from that to go do some solo stuff. Okay? Cool. Hold on. I have my keyboard on right now. I wonder if this works. Nope. Okay. Keyboard does not work on Master Duel. I figured it wasn't going to, but I wanted to see if it did. Alright. Oh, we played the mission. Yeah. Alright. In terms of what we're saving up for this time around, I don't really have a thing to save up for, so we'll probably switch that around once we actually get something going here. First off, let's look at the deck we'll be using today. It's sort of a haphazard Blue Eyes deck I threw together. Obviously, you got the 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. You got these 3 as well, which can be treated as normal Blue Eyes White Dragon cards, which can sync up with this one. But also, this card will just allow me to summon and mess around with cards with Blue Eyes in its name. So, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, and Blue Eyes Solid Dragon. The ones that does not, and Blue Eyes Abyss Dragon. The ones it does not work with are Deep Eyes White Dragon and Chaos Max Dragon. And that's just, even though Chaos Max Dragon has Blue Eyes in its name, it's still a ritual card, so as far as I know, it doesn't actually work. We added a handful of spell cards here. Obviously we got like Regeki, we got Harpy's Feather Duster, Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Polymerization, because fusion cards aren't really super important in this, but they are useful. There were a handful of other cards I wanted to include in this, but I just don't have the points to get them right now. Mirror Force, obviously, standby. We have 3 of these in here because the idea I would like to do at some point is that we really want to try to get Chaos Max Dragon out on the field. Chaos Max Dragon just, destroys everything so easily. We only have 1 Chaos form in here because, the idea is that I have the same amount of chance to draw this one as I do this one, and then I have 3 of these things anyway to facilitate me possibly getting one of these. So it's not hugely important. There were other cards I thought about adding to this, like especially if I type in Blue Eyes. There's a bunch of extra cards here. Just I already have Deep Eyes White Dragon. Whitestone of Legend, but it's kind of made redundant by the Whitestone of Ancients. Hold on. Is it the same rarity? I just want to know if I had the right rarity of a card in here. That's all. We have 1 Dictator D. It's good. I might throw another one in there. And obviously there's a bunch of these other Blue Eyes White Dragon support cards, which I actually had never really read. When a card is activated that targets targets this card, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can Negate the attack, and if you do, damage changes about pushing this card. Then you can special summon Blood Sweat Dragon from your hand after your card. Yeah. So this is actually pretty good. I'm going to throw one of those in here. And already my deck is getting kind of large. So I might consider... I'm going to get rid of that one. Keep some of these other ones going. Keep two of those in there. This is what I'm kind of odd about, because like it's good, but it's also kind of odd because you only keep it in here for Blackwing Armor Master, and that would need one Blackwing Tuner, which is what this is, and that's a 3. Is at the 7, 5, 6, 7. So I mean, yeah, I guess Blackwing Gale Whirlwind plus Maju 10,000 would be a way to get this out in the field. So it's not that bad actually. Definitely have another Max Dragon we could throw in here, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Yep, Rage with Eyes of Blue. You just put someone figure out Blue Sword Dragon from your deck. You cannot banish this card and as many cards as possible from your hand, field, and brace. And if you do special summon up to 3 copies of Blue Sword Dragon from your deck, you can also this card. It's actually kind of decent. I might throw one of those in there in case like there's just something I want to just say fuck off. Kaiba Man, right? Maybe Kaiba Man. That could be funny. There's also the OG version of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Malefic Eyes White Dragon. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which is just a dragon with 3 heads. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Right, this is one I didn't have, so I couldn't do it. Well, we'll have to do it later. Okay. Yeah, we'll call it good. This is what we're going to be using primarily. So we'll be able to have some fun with that. You know what? I've been talking this whole time. I should probably make sure that the stream is actually up and not, you know, busted. Because busted streams don't actually attract any attention. Or if they do, they attract the wrong kind of attention. Turn that on. Try to fix my computer slightly so I can actually use this properly. Ah, I spelled that wrong. Why am I so bad at spelling? Alright. So, and if Bloods doesn't really seem to work out all that well, we will switch over to one of our gear deck, or possibly our hero deck. Probably not the authentic one. The authentic one just hasn't worked out so far. And then we're working on the cyber decks and this Exodia deck I made for my buddy Destin. So that's our plan. Oh, actually, hold on. One thing I haven't done. And Destin, shit! Speak of the devil and he shall appear.
I arrived. I brought pancakes and bitches. Y'all can have the pancakes.
I will, quite literally, was just talking about how I'm almost done with your Exodia deck to the stream. So it's almost done. Also, I got killed by Exodia last night, so you know that was definitely fun.
That's always an eye-opening experience. First time you get face fucked by Exodia, it's just like, oh yeah, this is what this was like.
Oh yeah.
I remember how much this sucked.
Great. This is awful. Okay.
Freaking funniest story I ever had with beating somebody with an Exodia deck was I had a friend I used to play with on. It was like this website that you could basically play Yu-Gi-Oh with people on, and I had an Exodia deck I always used against him, and he knew I was using it. So I think he thought I had it in my hand or was about to get it.
Mm-hmm.
and he used card destruction, wiped out my entire hand. I drew the 5 new cards. I got Exodia.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. In an attempt to stop you from getting Exodia, he gave you Exodia.
Dude, because that
Wow.
happened. That had to have been 10 years ago. I haven't let it go. I haven't let it go. I was like, dude, you handed me the win. You handed it to me. I didn't even have Exodia yet. I didn't know if I was gonna have Exodia. You could have ruined me before then. You gave me Exodia.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Actually augmenting the deck a little bit so it's not as fucking bulky. Okay, yeah, 3 hard no, yeah. I literally would just need to get 3 ultra rares in order to get like 3 upstart and goblins, but technically I could just take out the upstart and goblins and like switch it with something else and then the deck is done. Which is something I might do.
Wait, like 3? It's like the Upstart Goblin's like a separate card. You look for 3 of them, right?
No, the upstart and goblin is draw 1 card, then your opponent gains 1,000 life points.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite literally the here have some life points, but you know, I get to draw a card.
Right. Because I remember for the one I used to use in the last game, one of my go-to monsters to get it was a Sangan.
Yeah, Sangan's good. In fact, I might replace that with
Sangan's very handy. He's a handy little bullet monkey.
Bullet monkey.
I had 3 of them too, so it was great.
Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, only replace
I remember what it
these
was.
3.
I think I remember what the go-to was. I used to get 3 Sang. I used to get Sword of Revealing Light on the field, and then get all 3 Sangan on the field. like no matter who you pick, I'm drawing cards.
Swift draw. Leave. Banish 10 cards from the top of your deck. Face down. Draw 2 cards. Yeah,
I still need to.
not Pot of Desires. That's how you brick the deck. Supply Squad. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, there you go. All right, I just finished the Exodia deck, so there you go. It's usable now.
Nice.
So, yeah, I am streaming. I should be share screening. So now I'm gonna get into the first match of the evening, and as I told Stream, which I'll just repeat to you, tonight I'm gonna mostly be trying to use this Blue Eyes deck, and now I'll be use this Exodia deck. But we're trying to get the points needed to finish up Jinimba's like Cyber Dragon deck, and then if we have any time after that, we'll probably spend the last little bit of stream going through and making the Dark Magician deck. Which if Kareem could ever hop in today, that would be great because I would want him to hop in and watch this just so I can go, hey, listen, let's make your Dark Magician deck because your concept for your deck is fucking weird, man. I need some input. Like, Dark Magical Academy does work in the sense of like, okay, yeah, it's just anything with Dark Magician in its name. Got it. Which by the way, the first time I said that, he's like, no, I want the Dark Magic Academy. That's not a card, Kareem. It's just that any card with Dark Magician, that's Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magical Sage, like, that's all that shit. Pedantic butthole, like, Jesus.
It's more of a strategy rather than a card.
Alright, now we're gonna get into our first ranked match and change decks. Hopefully this is qualified for that. So you know what, let's start off the night with Exodia. Why not?
You have to ruin somebody's life.
Which, by the way, I also added in some Scrap Iron Scarecrows too, so that's gonna be fun. Do you remember what that one does?
Vaguely.
It's a trap card that negates an attack, and then after I negate the attack, I can place it right back down.
Huh?
Yeah, go first. That's. I feel like that's the important part of an Exodia deck. Oh, he's going really hard into Blue Eyes. Well, we might not be able to get it then, because if he is really hard into Blue Eyes, then he's going to try to end this on turn 3. Okay. First, what we'll do is... Okay, first what we'll do is each player draws 1 card, then each player discards 1 card. Okay, now, that's one from your hand. Monster. You know what? Let's just. I don't want to give the game away, so we'll get rid of. Nah, fuck it. There. What are you gonna throw away? I don't think there's a card he wants to throw away. Oh, he threw it. Yeah, no, he's definitely using a Blue Eyes deck. All right. And what we're gonna do now is just do a fancy bit of P scale, which is the only one we have in the whole deck. But the reason is literally this. I can place this down, and if he destroys it, then I can summon another one from my hand. As long as it's a normal monster. So that way I can just protect my life points. But it's like, alright, I'll destroy that monster. Alright, then have this monster. I'll destroy that monster. Alright, have this monster. Now, if he gets Max Dragon out in the field, which I have a feeling he wants to, then this strategy falls through, because that means anything I put into defenses, I'm going to take double damage.
I guess the best part about like a properly done Exodia deck, like you protect your life points while gathering Exodia.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not much offense in it. Oh, Christ.
Yeah, you saw it too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I wrote one. I'm lose on you.
Oh, God. Left.
Alright. And the thing, we didn't get to see it either, so.
About to find out if lefties really are the devil's minions.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that means there's Ultimate Dragon on the field. Like, I was just playing this deck earlier in solo, so like I know how it works now. Oh, he's gonna discard a card. Yep. Puts that in the graveyard, and I guarantee he has something where he can bring that out of the graveyard almost immediately. Go on, bitch, I know you. What you wanna do? Also, he saw the Exodia card, so one monster opponent killed. Oh, right. So he destroyed it. But he can't attack now. Oh, but he has Maiden. Oh, that's not good, because that means now he can just summon a Blue Eyes card. Or rather, he would be able to if I target it with an effect. Okay. Also, where's my charger for my computer? Because here's the thing, bro. You need to, like, get power on the board very quickly, because if you let the ship start going, or then it's over. But then again, I could just draw normal monster after normal monster the whole time and not get a single Heart of the Underdog. So, you know, it could backfire. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, Exodia does have very high risk. If they work fantastically. If they backfire, it is, like, glorious.
I was taking a hit. What did he do? Oh, he synchros. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. Well, poopy. It's an interesting one. Neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Once per turn, when an effect or card in the graveyard is activated, you can negate the activation. You contribute the synchro summon monster, special summon 1 light dragon synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position, except Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So that means you could just put a super powerful light dragon synchro monster in your fucking extra deck, and as long as you can get this one off, then that means you can just make that other one appear. I don't like that it's giving you the opportunity to do something. Okay. Well, we got another dark dealing, so. Okay. Oh, fuck, okay.
I don't think I've ever seen that card before.
Yeah. It's an interesting one.
The stars almost touch the other side of the card.
Uh-huh. Cannot be summon ways. Must be special summoned from your hand by shuffling all monsters in your graveyard into the deck, and cannot be special summoned in other ways. When this card declares an attack, send 1 monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 attack for each normal monster in your graveyard. If this face-up card would leave the field, banish it instead. If there are 5 different Forbidden 1 cards in your graveyard that were sent there by this card's effect, you win the duel. So that's
Wait.
an interesting one.
So if I'm hearing that right, if you send the pieces of Exodia to the graveyard, you win the duel with that card's on the field, I guess?
Yeah, so basically, you special summon by putting all monsters that are in your graveyard back into your deck. Then you have to banish a normal monster from your hand. No, you have to banish a monster from your hand into the graveyard each turn, and basically, if you send all 5 pieces of Exodia to the graveyard with that effect, it's the same thing as having them in your hand. It's just you're collecting them in the graveyard. There's no point in me doing this because that just wouldn't really work right now. So we move on. So the issue with like me making Exodia decks. Oh yeah, it's interesting. The issue with playing an Exodia deck, especially the first time when you're making it, is that you don't know what your ratio of cards is just yet. So like I haven't taken any damage yet, so I mean I'm still doing well, but in terms of what I need to happen is I need to draw a card that lets me draw an exceptionally many more cards.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of those in my deck. It's just that I haven't drawn them yet. And also, this card is borderline useless unless I have But basically, the best way to do it is that you want to make sure you have a bunch of cards in your hand beforehand, and then summon this card so that you can start discarding cards and giving it power. Because otherwise, it just doesn't do anything. Oh,
yeah, because it has like an inverted cipher effect.
Mm-hmm.
See, that in infinite cards would work really handy.
Yup.
Because then you could just load your hand up full of cards and then just turn loose all at the same time.
Oh. Ah. Well, I wasn't planning on...
every time you play...
Hmm?
They say every time you play a Blue Eyes card, Kyra jizzes his pants just a little bit.
Well, considering how meta like Blue Eyes cards are, like he's probably just laying in bed consistently nutting. That man cannot catch a break. Oh, well, we got one. Thing is, I can't summon this guy yet either, because if I summon him, then he dies like immediately, and I don't want to put all of these monsters back into the deck either. Which actually, yeah, because I can't is this not gonna let me draw? Is it? Yeah. Hand or deck to the. Oh, wait a minute. What? By shuffling all monsters together into the deck and can always push someone by other ways. When this card declares an attack, send one monster from your hand or deck. Oh, or deck. I didn't see that part.